There is a quiet shift happening within you lately, even if you cannot fully name it yet. Certain emotions surface without warning, and familiar thoughts return in moments of stillness, as though something inside you is trying to get your attention. It is not random, and it is not without purpose. Life sometimes begins rearranging our inner world before any outer change becomes visible. You may have noticed a growing sensitivity toward what feels right and what no longer fits your direction. Things you once tolerated now feel heavier, and your awareness of your own path is becoming sharper. This is often how inner transformation begins, subtle at first, then impossible to ignore. At the same time, there is a deeper layer unfolding around connection and recognition. Not everything or everyone is drawn in by appearances or possessions. Some connections form through something quieter and more profound, an unspoken resonance shaped by character, endurance, and the energy a person carries after everything they have lived through. What you have experienced privately, your doubts, your persistence, your unanswered questions, has not gone unnoticed by life itself. Those experiences have shaped a kind of depth in you that cannot be easily replicated, and when the right presence enters your space, it is this depth that will be seen first, even before words are exchanged or stories are shared. There is no need to rush toward meaning or force outcomes. What is meant to align with you tends to recognize you in its own time, often when you are simply living honestly and allowing yourself to grow without resistance. They will notice the softness in your heart that survived seasons meant to harden you. They will feel the peace in your presence, the kind of peace that cannot be manufactured, the kind of peace born only through pain survived with faith intact. And that is why this connection will feel different, because they are not being drawn merely to your appearance, they are being drawn to your spirit, to your loyalty, to your depth, to your compassion, to the way you still love deeply despite what life has put you through, to the way you still care, still hope, still believe, even after disappointment tried to make you cold. That is what sets you apart. Do you understand? The world is full of people who know how to impress, but few know how to carry real substance. Few know how to remain kind after being hurt. Few know how to remain faithful while waiting. Few know how to keep their heart pure when bitterness would be easier. And that is why your future partner will not be able to ignore you, because when they encounter you fully, they will realize they have found something rare, not perfect, rare. There is a difference. Perfection is an illusion, but rarity is undeniable, and what they will love most about you, what will make them certain, what will separate you from every other person they have met, is what lives inside your heart when no one is watching. The way you care without needing applause, the way you give even when tired, the way you remain genuine in a world full of performance, the way your heart still searches for truth instead of temporary excitement. That is what will move them. That is what will make them pause. That is what will make them think. This is different. But hear this carefully. Before they recognize your worth, you must stop questioning it, because part of your preparation has been learning not to measure your value by who failed to choose you. Some people walked away because they were not meant to stay. Some people misunderstood you because they lacked the depth to understand you. Some people left because your future required room they were never meant to occupy. And though it hurt, it was protection, because the one being prepared for you, the one being shaped for your life, the one being led toward covenant, not confusion, will not treat your heart casually. They will not admire you only in private and ignore you in public. They will not keep you in uncertainty while enjoying your presence. They will not make you beg for consistency. No, when they arrive, their actions will match their words. Their intentions will be clear. Their presence will bring peace, not constant anxiety. And when that happens, you will understand why the waiting was necessary, because what is coming requires maturity. It requires healing. It requires wisdom. It requires you to know the difference between chemistry and calling. Because not every strong feeling is destiny. Not every intense connection is meant to last. Not every person who excites you is assigned to build with you. But the one I am leading, they will not merely excite your emotions. They will align with your purpose. They will strengthen your faith. They will challenge you to grow. They will protect what is sacred in you instead of exploiting it. And perhaps the most surprising part of all, they have been going through preparation too, even now, in ways you cannot see, in places you cannot reach. Their heart is being refined. What's meant for you is not slipping away. While life may seem quiet right now, so much is unfolding behind the scenes in ways you cannot yet understand. Growth takes time, and meaningful connections are never built from impatience or fear. Sometimes the waiting season feels heavy because transformation is happening within both souls at once. Every lesson, every heartbreak, every lonely night has been shaping you into someone wiser, softer, stronger, and more prepared for the kind of love that lasts. The right connection does not arrive through pressure, confusion, or emotional chaos. It enters gently, bringing clarity instead of uncertainty, and comfort instead of constant doubt. So do not interpret this pause as abandonment. Do not allow temporary emptiness to convince you that your story has been overlooked. There is purpose in the timing of your life, even when you cannot fully see it yet. The person meant to walk beside you is also learning, healing, and becoming who they need to be before your paths align. And when that moment finally comes, it will feel natural rather than forced. There will be a calm understanding between both hearts, like two journeys finally making sense after years of struggle and preparation. You will realize that every setback carried meaning, every delay protected something valuable, and every season of growth was necessary. Some connections arrive only after both people are emotionally ready to receive them the right way. Trust that what is unfolding for you is happening with care, intention, and a timing far greater than impulse. Not because you chased, not because you begged, not because you changed yourself to be chosen, but because what lives inside you is exactly what they have been praying for, and what lives inside them will answer prayers you thought heaven had forgotten. This is why your spirit has felt the shift. This is why your discernment has sharpened. This is why old connections feel increasingly misaligned, because your heart knows, even before your eyes can see it, something is changing, something is approaching, something meaningful is being arranged beyond your sight. So remain patient a little longer, remain faithful a little longer, remain open a little longer, because the love coming toward you is not being built on illusion, it is being built on substance, and when it arrives, you will not have to wonder why it feels so different. You will know, because everything within you will recognize this was worth waiting for, and what happens next will reveal more than you ever expected. Then hear this carefully. What is within you has not only been attracting this person, it has been preparing them. Somewhere in moments you know nothing about, they have been thinking about a love they could trust. Not a temporary connection, not another almost, not another lesson disguised as affection. They have been longing for something real, and the reason they will recognize you, the reason their spirit will pause when they meet you, is because what lives inside you answers a hunger they have carried for years. Do not skip this. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. They have met beauty before. They have met charm before. They have met people who knew how to say the right words. But they have not met many with your depth. They have not met many whose presence feels safe. They have not met many whose energy carries both strength and softness. And when they encounter that in you, it will shake them. Not because they expected perfection, but because they did not expect peace to feel this powerful. That is what will unsettle them at first. Because your kind of presence does not create confusion, it creates clarity. Your heart will make them question every connection they accepted before. Your loyalty will make them realize how little effort others gave. Your honesty will make them recognize how much pretending they once tolerated. And your love, real love, pure love, patient love, will awaken something in them they thought had gone cold. This is why I tell you, do not lower your standards while waiting. Do not shrink your heart to fit what is temporary. Do not convince yourself to accept less just because the waiting feels long, because the person being led to you is not looking for ordinary. The love meant for you was never lost. It was simply waiting for the moment you finally recognized your own value without needing someone else to confirm it first. For a long time, you may have wondered why certain connections faded, why some people left, or why the kind of relationship you dreamed about never fully stayed. But not every delay is rejection. Sometimes life creates distance, so your heart can mature into something stronger, calmer, and more certain of itself. Because love built from fear often turns into attachment, overthinking, and constant searching for reassurance. Real connection feels different. It does not force you to shrink, chase, or question whether you are enough. It meets you where confidence already lives. The truth is, you had to discover your own strength before sharing your life with someone capable of appreciating it properly. And when that person finally arrives, they will not see your emotions as weakness or your standards as difficult. They will admire the way you care deeply, the way you stay loyal, the way you continue showing kindness even after disappointment. The parts of yourself you once tried to hide, to make others comfortable, will become the very things that draw the right person closer to you. Your depth will feel rare to them. Your honesty will feel refreshing. Your resilience will inspire respect instead of intimidation. One day, you will realize that everything you thought made you, quote, too much, was only misunderstood by the wrong people. The right connection will never ask you to become less. It will recognize the beauty in everything you already are. What others failed to understand, the right person will treasure. What others walked away from, the right person will thank heaven for. Because they are not being sent to tolerate you, they are being sent to value you. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There will come a moment, perhaps unexpectedly, when they look at you and realize, you are what I prayed for when I had no words. And when that realization hits them, their heart will not remain casual. They will become intentional. They will become certain. They will stop searching elsewhere, because when real alignment appears, wandering ends. And yes, the journey may still require patience. Yes, timing may still test you. Yes, there may still be moments where faith is required. But hear this: what is coming is not confusion. What is coming is confirmation, not games, not mixed signals, not emotional chaos. Confirmation, the kind that settles your nervous heart, the kind that silences your overthinking, the kind that makes your spirit whisper. So, this is what peace feels like, and when that day comes, you will understand why so many doors closed, why certain people disappeared, why some relationships crumbled despite your effort. Why would you want it before never stayed? because none of it was meant to compare to what is being prepared now. You were never being denied. You were being redirected, protected, positioned, refined, for this, for them, for a love that matches the depth of what lives within you. So keep becoming, keep healing, keep trusting, keep believing even when nothing seems visible yet, because the unseen is moving, the story is unfolding, and the person being led toward you is closer than you think. Their heart is shifting, their life is rearranging, their path is aligning, and when the meeting happens, when the timing opens, when heaven allows what has been prepared in silence to finally appear, it will not be ordinary. It will feel like recognition, like destiny arriving without needing to announce itself, like peace standing in front of you wearing the face you had not yet seen. And when that moment comes, you will know exactly why this message found you today, because this was never just about romance. It was about revelation, about understanding that what is within you is worthy of covenant, worthy of devotion, worthy of lasting love, and the person being led to marry you will see that clearly, even before you speak much, even before the story fully begins. They will sense it, they will know, they will feel what others missed, and once they do, nothing will keep them distant for long, because what is rare cannot remain unnoticed forever, and what happens next will change everything. There comes a moment in life when you finally understand that not every connection is meant to stay ordinary. Some people cross your path quietly, yet their presence changes something deep within you. They do not arrive to complete you, rescue you, or pull you away from your dreams. Instead, they awaken the strength, confidence, and purpose you buried beneath years of doubt and disappointment. While many relationships are built around temporary emotions, the rare ones inspire transformation. They remind you of the version of yourself you almost forgot existed. The right person never asks you to dim your ambition, silence your voice, or abandon the goals that matter to you. They encourage your growth without feeling intimidated by it. They admire your passion instead of competing with it. Their love feels steady, genuine, and freeing because it allows you to become more of who you truly are. Real connection is not about changing yourself to fit someone else's expectations. It is about being fully seen and still deeply appreciated. For a long time, you may have felt pressured to wear masks just to be accepted, but meaningful love removes that burden. It creates space for honesty, peace, and personal evolution. The people meant for your life will never fear your light. They will walk beside you with pride, cheering for every step forward you take. And when that kind of connection finally enters your world, you will notice the difference immediately. It will not drain your spirit or distract you from your future. It will strengthen your direction, inspire your confidence, and remind you that the best relationships help you grow into the person you were always meant to become. You have feared being misunderstood. You have feared being too deep, too intense, too emotional, too different. But hear this clearly. You were never too much. You were simply being prepared for someone with the capacity to receive all of you. The wrong people called your depth complicated. The right person will call it beautiful. The wrong people called your standards difficult. The right person will call them admirable. The wrong people called your heart sensitive. The right person will call it sacred. Do you see? Nothing about you was accidental. Even the things you tried to hide, even the parts of yourself you thought made love harder, those very things will become the reason they choose you, because what they will love most about you is not what everyone notices first. It is what reveals itself slowly. Your mind, your spirit, your values, your quiet strength, your unwavering loyalty. the way you continue to care deeply in a world that rewards distance, the way you stay genuine when pretending would be easier, the way your heart remains open even after disappointment taught you every reason to close it. That is what will leave them in awe. That is what will make them realize this is not ordinary love, this is rare, and when they understand that, their heart will shift permanently. No more uncertainty, no more hesitation, no more wondering, because when someone finds what their soul has been searching for, clarity arrives quickly. Don't skip, stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There will be a moment, a quiet moment perhaps, when they look at you and suddenly understand why none of their past connections lasted, why every almost relationship ended, why every wrong door closed, why every distraction failed, because none of it was meant to survive what was coming with you. You will not just be another chapter, you will be the turning point, the person who changes how they see love, the person who restores their faith in commitment, the person who makes them believe again that forever is possible. And just as they will transform through loving you, you will transform through being loved rightly, because part of your healing will come through finally experiencing a love that does not leave you guessing, a love that does not force you to decode mixed signals, a love that does not disappear when things become real, a love that chooses you clearly, consistently, intentionally, and when that love arrives, it may overwhelm you at first, not because it is chaotic, but because it is peaceful, because after surviving confusion, peace can feel unfamiliar. After living through inconsistency, stability can feel surprising. After receiving partial effort, real devotion can feel almost unbelievable. But let yourself receive it. Do not sabotage what is healthy simply because it feels unfamiliar. Do not question what is pure because it lacks the chaos you once mistook for passion. This love will not come to confuse you, it will come to confirm you, to show you that waiting was not wasting time, that patience had purpose, that every painful delay was creating room for something worthy. So if your heart has been weary, hold on. If your faith has felt tested, hold on. If you have wondered whether real love would ever reach you, hold on. Because what is within you has already set this story in motion. The love being led toward you is not random. It is response, a response to your prayers, a response to your faithfulness, a response to the person you became in private. And the most beautiful part, they may not fully understand at first why they feel so drawn to you. They may only know that something about you feels unlike anyone else. One day, someone is going to arrive in your life and make everything that once felt uncertain suddenly feel easy, not perfect, not like a fairy tale, just real, in the most peaceful way possible. They'll understand the parts of you that others overlooked, the quiet sacrifices, the hidden tenderness, the strength you carried without applause. Most people only appreciated what benefited them. They enjoyed your warmth, your attention, your ability to love deeply, but they never truly paused to handle your heart with care. Some people were fascinated by your energy, yet lacked the emotional depth to match it. Others wanted closeness, while refusing the responsibility that comes with genuine connection. But the right person won't treat your love like something temporary. They won't make you feel difficult for needing reassurance or honesty. Instead of confusion, they'll bring clarity. Instead of inconsistency, they'll bring effort. And instead of making you question your value, they'll naturally remind you of it through the way they show up every single day. Certain souls recognize each other beyond logic. That's why some encounters feel strangely familiar, even in silence. It's not always about dramatic moments or perfect words. Sometimes love reveals itself in comfort, in emotional safety, in the feeling of finally being understood, without constantly explaining yourself. The connection meant for you will never require you to shrink, chase, or abandon who you are just to keep it alive. It will meet you honestly, and when it finally happens, you'll stop romanticizing the people who left, because you'll realize they were only lessons preparing you for something far more genuine. Real love doesn't arrive to test your worth. It arrives to honor it, protect it, and grow beside it with intention. Something huge is waiting for you. They will not just see your kindness. They will understand the strength it took for you to remain kind. They will not just notice your patience. They will recognize the pain that taught you patience. They will not just admire your peace. They will understand the battles you fought privately to keep it. And because they understand the cost of what you carry, they will treasure you differently. That is what makes this union rare. It is not surface attraction. It is soul recognition. It is two people seeing beyond appearances and recognizing substance. And hear this carefully, when they finally realize who you are to them, they will not move carelessly, because deep down, their spirit will know they are standing before something they must not mishandle. That realization will change how they approach you. They will become intentional, focused, certain, protective, because some people flirt with what they like, but they commit to what they fear losing, and when they recognize your worth, they will know you are not someone to play with, you are someone to build with, someone to plan with, someone to pray with, someone to grow old with. That is the difference. You are not being led toward temporary romance. You are being led toward lasting partnership, toward covenant, toward a connection where both hearts understand that what has been found is too precious to treat casually. And yet, the reason this love will feel so powerful is not only because they value you, it is because they will love the parts of you you once thought made you difficult to love. The overthinking, the tenderness, the depth, the sensitivity, the way you feel everything deeply, the way your heart notices what others miss, the way your soul longs for meaning, not just attention. These things were never flaws, they were signs that you were made for a love deeper than average, and the one being led to you will have the emotional capacity to hold that depth. They will not be intimidated by your heart. They will meet it. They will not run from your vulnerability. They will honor it. They will not call your love too much. They will call it the answer to prayers they never stopped whispering. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There may even be moments when they sit silently beside you and think to themselves, how did I find someone like this? Not because you are flawless, but because your heart carries something they thought no longer existed. Realness, purity, depth. And once they experience that in you, their standards will change forever. Because after someone encounters rare love, ordinary affection no longer satisfies. That is the effect you will have on them. You will redefine what love means to them. You will change how they think about commitment. You will heal places in them they thought would stay guarded forever. And in return, they will become a safe place for your heart too. Not by being perfect, but by being consistent, steady, true, the kind of person whose actions keep proving what their words first promised. And perhaps that will be the most healing part of all. Finally being loved by someone whose consistency matches their feelings. Finally being chosen by someone who does not make you question where you stand. Soon, love will stop feeling like something you have to survive. It will stop feeling heavy, uncertain, or emotionally draining. Instead, it will feel steady, gentle, safe enough for your heart to finally breathe again. No more overthinking simple things, no more decoding mixed signals, or wondering where you stand in someone's life. The connection meant for you will bring a calmness that chaos never could. After everything you've carried, that kind of peace will feel almost unfamiliar at first, but deep down, your soul will recognize it instantly. Some endings were necessary because they were teaching you what love should never require. You were never meant to beg for consistency, chase affection, or settle for half-hearted effort. Certain people entered your life only to show you what could not grow with you. They admired your loyalty but were not emotionally equipped to honor it. They appreciated your softness while mishandling the heart behind it. But the person approaching your life will see you differently. They won't fear your depth or your sensitivity. They will value it, protect it, choose it intentionally every single day. This connection will not arrive to confuse you. It will arrive to confirm what real love is supposed to feel like. And when it finally unfolds, you'll realize none of the delays were punishments. Timing was shaping both of you for something stronger than temporary attraction. What's coming is built with purpose, patience, and emotional maturity. The kind of bond that changes the way you view love forever. One genuine connection can heal years of disappointment, and when someone finally meets your heart with honesty, effort, and certainty, you'll understand why nothing before them was ever meant to stay.